What's up, guys? It's Dave from UltraMegaDeathRay.com, and this is a brand new episode of ReasSESSment, where we are once again going to talk about violence in video games. I remember thinking to myself when I wrote an article a while back about the Southington SOS, which was the group in Connecticut that formed after the Sandy Hook shooting, and about how I hope this is the last time that we have to address this particular topic about violence in video games. And it just seems to me that as long as the mass populace still have this perceived notion that video games are nothing more than a child's plaything, we're always going to have this issue reemerge. This particular conversation actually reminds me of an NPR article I read a while back where they spoke with a female gamer who is a big Call of Duty fan. She specifically talked about how violence actually drives the story for a lot of video games, in which she was quoted in saying, "If you want to create a good narrative, you need to create conflict, and violence is a really easy way to create conflict." I found that particular point interesting simply because it gets into our human nature and has me wondering as far as what is it that drives us towards conflict and specifically violence. If all those psychology classes in college taught me anything, it's that this bloodlust basically is derived from our primal urges to compete and basically become the alpha dog of our group. The same thing applies for sex also, which would, for example, explain Arnold Schwarzenegger's affair despite the fact his wife is much hotter than the person who he slept with.
"No, Malia, I can explain. I'm like this caged animal who has to unleash and spread his seed around the world. Now get to the chopper!"
So, long story short, it's not so much what Adam said as far as violence being a part of our consumable entertainment for so long. It's got to do more with the fact that we're a pretty violent species, just in case you've been falling asleep in history class. No matter what form of media you're talking about, whether it be video games, movies, music, books, you're always going to have these clear-cut examples of what makes us creatures of conflict, as I like to call it. Violent media basically acts as an outlet for our pent-up aggression, which is a lot better than acting them out in real life. So that's all I got for you guys today, but feel free to like the video, share with your friends, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and until next time, this is Dave from UltraMegaDeathRay.com. I'll catch you guys later.